You show up every single day. You show up for your family. You show up for your friends. You show up for your work. And you do it with a smile. You do it without complaining. You do it without asking for anything in return. But let me ask you something. When was the last time someone showed up for you? Take a moment. Think about it. You know what nobody tells you about being strong? That it gets lonely. Not the kind of lonely where you have no one around you, but the kind of lonely where you are surrounded by people and you still feel completely invisible. That kind of lonely is the quietest pain a person can carry. And you have been carrying it longer than you even realize. Think about the last time you were genuinely asked not how are you as a greeting, but truly, deeply asked, hey, how are you really doing? Can you remember that moment? Most people watching this cannot. And that silence, that absence of someone truly asking, says everything. You have cried alone, haven't you? Not in front of anyone, not where someone could see you, in your room, in your car, in the shower, where nobody could hear it. Because somewhere you learned that your pain makes others uncomfortable, that your tears are too much for people to handle. So you hide them, you hide yourself, and the world just kept moving. You know what the hardest part is? It's not the problems you carry. It's not the pressure you handle. It's not even the sleepless nights. The hardest part is pretending you're okay when someone asks. Because the moment someone says, hey, you are right, something inside you just automatically says, yeah, I'm fine. Even when you're not. Even when something inside you wants to say, no, I'm not fine. I haven't been fine for a long time. But you don't say that. Because who'd understand? Because who'd even know what to do with that? So you smile, you nod, and you carry on. The world has this side of a strong man. He doesn't complain. He doesn't cry. He doesn't ask for help. And you believed it. You lived it. You became it. But nobody told you that version of his strength has a price. And you have been paying it every single day in silence. There are people in your life who genuinely love you. But even they don't fully know what you carry. Not because they don't care, but because you never showed them. You protected them from your weight. You smiled so they wouldn't worry. You said you were fine so they could sleep at night. You loved them by hiding your pain from there. Think about how heavy that kind of love is. You are the person everyone calls when things go wrong. Not because you have all the answers, but because you never fall apart. You're the strong one, the reliable one, the one who always has it together. And somewhere along the way, people stopped asking if you were okay. Not because they don't care, but because they assumed you always are. They see you standing tall and they think you're fine. But you and I both know, standing tall doesn't mean you are not exhausted. It just means you never stopped. And yet tomorrow morning you'll wake up again. You'll splash water on your face. You'll look in the mirror. You'll take a deep breath and you'll show up again. Not because it's easy, not because you are not tired, but because that is who you are. That is the kind of man you choose to be, even when nobody was watching, even when nobody was clapping. But here's what I want you to understand. This is not weakness. What you do every single day, showing up when you're broken, smiling when you're empty, giving when you have nothing left. That is one of the most quietly heroic things a human being can do. The world will never give you a medal for it. Nobody will make a speech about you. Nobody will post about how strong you are. But somewhere, in the silence of your own life, you know what you have carried. You know what it cost you, and you did it anyway. That is the rarest kind of strength. I want you to do something for me. Just once, just for a moment. Stop performing. Stop being strong for everyone else. Stop holding the weight with a smile. And just feel it. Feel how much you have carried. Feel how far you have come. Feel how much it has cost you. You deserve to feel that. Not to break you, but to remind you. You're not a machine. You're a human being. And human beings are allowed to feel their weight. The world will keep moving fast. People will keep living their lives. And most of them will never stop to check on you. That is the hard truth. But here's the harder truth. You cannot keep waiting for someone to check on you before you start taking care of yourself. You have to be the one who finally looks at yourself and says, I matter too. Not someday, not when things get better. Now, you matter. Not because of what you do for others, not because of how strong you are, but because you, the real you, the tired you, the one nobody checks on, deserves to be seen. And I see you. So this is me checking on you. Right here, right now, through this screen. I don't know your name, I don't know your story, I don't know what you have been through, but I know this. You showed up today, you pressed play, you listened, and maybe, just maybe, a part of you needed to hear this, to hear me clearly. You're not forgotten, you're not invisible, you're not too much, you're exactly enough. And the world is better because you keep showing up in it, even when nobody checks on you, even then.